You're listening to the Yahoo Finance Small Cap Show, powered by Agoracom.com, the web's leading small cap portal.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Al O'Grady, and with us today is the president and CEO of Hinterland Metals, Mr. Mark Fekete. Hinterland Metals is a junior exploration and development company focused on gold and platinum group elements. It has properties in Quebec, Ontario, and the Yukon, and we'll be talking about those projects, as well as further developments, especially how Hinterland is dealing with these challenging times in the markets. The company is listed on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol HMI. Mr. Fekete, welcome to the program.
Glad to be here.
Good. Mark, first question. How would you describe the current state of Hinterland, and how are you guys dealing with the current markets?
Well, like every other mining company out there, whether they're involved in production or exploration, there's certainly a number of challenges out there. We've taken a real beating in the markets. Our share price has seen a significant drop, and our market capitalization has dropped out of sight. However, we're in a very good cash position. All our bills are paid, and our properties are in good standing for a minimum of 4 years. We have the advantage of low overhead, and we have never been the type of company that blows a lot of money on promotion. Obviously, raising money right now is very difficult, so we're taking steps to conserve cash wherever we can. You can call it a defensive strategy or hibernation or whatever euphemism suits you, but it's really about survival. So we're managing our money carefully so that we can survive the next several months until the markets improve. This is not to say that we're doing nothing. The key for us is to get out there and talk to brokers, fund managers, and individual investors, and let them know that the company is alive and well and will survive to see better days. One positive thing about Hinterland is that management has always been hands-on. By that I mean that we're very involved in exploration, promotion, and the corporate work, and we don't depend on outside consultants that are rather expensive. There's dozens of juniors out there with no technical people on staff, and we benefit from having that experience on board.
Okay, let's talk about some of the projects that you're working on. What are those, and what are the plans for 09?
Well, right now we're basically wrapping up our summer program from 2008. Our focus for the last couple of years has been on our eBay project located near Matagami. This is a platinum palladium play. And this summer we did an extensive trenching program to follow up favorable drill results that we encountered last winter. In conjunction with the trenching, we're sponsoring a graduate student at the University of Fekete. In his thesis, the student will be focusing on the controls of mineralization. So that's not something that makes a good press release, but in the long term it'll help us with the understanding of the platinum palladium mineralization there. And certainly going forward, it'll help. Elsewhere in Quebec, we did a trenching program on our Kelly Lake copper-nickel property. And at Lockout, this is a gold project near Quévillon, we did line cutting and geophysical surveys in preparation for drilling. And finally, we were busy in Manitoba on our Utic Lake property. We're just getting results back in from that property, basic prospecting. Considering the market right now, we have to realign our priorities. So in 2009, we plan to narrow our focus both in terms of commodities and geographic location. We'll be working on our Lockout property and our Rainy Gold property. These are both located in the Abitibi area. We feel that it's best to locate ourselves in the Abitibi right now. The Abitibi is a very cheap place to work. Both these properties are road accessible. There's very good infrastructure in Abitibi, and considering the restrictions on cash right now, it's prudent to focus on an area that's relatively easy or cheap to work in. I also think that gold's going to be a better commodity to be in over the next couple months. I believe it's going to perform better than say gold or zinc. And so we're focusing on these two gold properties. Any
reason in particular why you're bullish on gold?
Well, I'm no financial expert, but it just seems very strange the way it's behaving. It should be breaking out right now, and it seems to be depressed. I think that's temporary, and as we go forward, the price of gold is going to look stronger against the American dollar, and that it should do very well in 2009.
Okay, let's move away from gold, copper, nickel, platinum, palladium. Let's talk about potash. That's a subject of interest with a number of investors. Potash in Nova Scotia. Bring us up to speed on this one.
Well, basically, our Nova Scotia potash project is still in limbo. Back in June, we made our application under a special license, as did a number of other companies. Right now, the Nova Scotia Ministry is in a consultation process with a number of interest parties, including First Nations. And as of today, there's been no decision with respect to the potash applications. There is a conference coming up in Halifax on November 10th and 11th, and we're hoping that the government will give some direction or make some announcement with regards to the potash. However, we're looking at the whole potash thing quite realistically. Considering today's markets, I'm not sure Hinterland could even finance such a project. And I'd say generally that we'd be looking towards more traditional commodities such as gold in 2009.
Okay. What's your take on the junior resource sector right now, Mark?
Actually, I'm feeling quite positive about junior mining right now. The sector has taken a real hit, that's for sure. But there's always opportunity in adversity. A good number of juniors are going to disappear this year for a lack of cash or direction or both. But when the markets do rebound and financing becomes available, I think there will be a lot less competition for that money as these juniors fall away. So I'm quite confident that Hinterland will be able to obtain the money it needs to advance its exploration projects. Also, I think as more and more junior mining companies fall by the wayside, there will be opportunities for picking up mineral properties and getting involved in projects. There will certainly be a lot of deal making over the next few months as companies try to get through this whole thing. I think more than ever, Hinterland is on the lookout for good projects and good deals. One thing that's been pretty crazy for the last few years is finding geologists and drills and geophysical crews and that sort of thing to do exploration. And in particular, the wait time for assay results has just been very, very damaging to promotion and general operation. At least for Hinterland. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to more normal conditions where we can get good, competent people and services in a timely manner.
It's interesting when you said normal. You know, what is normal nowadays?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What would you say, what sets you guys apart from the guy down the street?
We have a very good portfolio of properties through a range of different commodities. We've got uranium, gold, copper, gold, zinc, platinum and palladium in the mix, and because of that, we're able to adjust to the market as it comes and goes. Like I mentioned earlier in the interview, I'm very bullish on gold, and we're able to move away from some of the other commodities we've been involved in the last few years quite quickly and get involved in gold. We've always been a company that generates its own projects. We don't generally buy into other people's dreams. We're pretty good at identifying opportunities on our own. And I think just overall the way we operate, it's very cost effective. We have low overhead. We don't blow a lot of money on prime real estate, prime locations in downtown Toronto or Vancouver. We're located in Val-d'Or. We're very close to our suppliers. In fact, a lot of our investors are suppliers. We get very good support from those people, and it's long-term support. They understand what's going on in the exploration business right now, and they're willing to support us in the long run. Okay,
those are all the formal questions I have for you, Mark. But I will leave you with the last word. Any final thoughts? Anything that you'd like to add right now?
Well, just to wrap up, Hinterland, we're in good shape financially, and we have a very good reputation at the exploration level. It'll be my job over the next few months getting the message out there and making sure that our share price goes back up so that we can finance at decent levels. And just a general message to all our investors: stay tuned. There will be more.
Okay. On that note, Mark, I want to thank you very much for your time and sharing your thoughts with us about Hinterland Metals.
Okay, Al, thank you.
Okay. And Hinterland Metals trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol HMI. And you've been listening to Mark Fekete, President and CEO of Hinterland Metals, on today's Yahoo Small Cap Show, produced by Agoracom. I'm Al O'Grady. Thanks for joining us.